Hey everyone, welcome one, welcome all, welcome back to my channel if you're not new. And today I have more messages for the collective that I felt pulled to share. So let's just dive right into it. If you managed to come across this video in the algorithm or your guides gave it to you, then you may want to stick around and listen if you feel called to this video. So right off the bat, I have two cards from my Moonology deck. A Time for Healing and Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio. These are the two cards I pulled for today's message. Going to be the topic of the video. So right off the bat, I'm having this energy, this feeling of you have been deep within shadow work. Some of you may have been doing shadow work for like the past, like deeper shadow work for the past few months, deeper integration of learning more about yourself, of hidden talents, abilities, also learning about certain aspects of yourself, like where certain traumas have been started or formed from your past. Spirit is saying that you are currently in the process of working through those things, working through whatever fears that you may have in order to bring about a deeper healing within yourself. You're on the cusp of a great rebirth, but there are still some things that you would need to do in order to fully integrate and embody certain lessons that you've learned along your journey with working through your fears and doing more shadow work. Because right now, at the bottom of the deck, we have for Moonology, it says your commitment is being tested. Your commitment's being tested. Some of you may be feeling like a bit impatient when it comes to your healing process, when it comes to deeper, like spiritual integration, embodying the things that you've learned. There's a bit of impatience here because it feels like an uphill battle almost. You've been doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of possibly energy work to clear a lot of like trapped and hidden like feelings of like feelings of guilt or shame, or the fear of being seen, or clearing ancestral wounds, like healing mother wounds or father wounds, or like ancestral trauma. You've been doing a lot of that work over the past few months, maybe even a few years. Been doing all this work, and you're wondering when you're going to be able to see the final results of like working through all the things that you need to work through, working through just all the negative gunk, like this heavy dense energy that had been sitting in your body and in your soul and in your aura field for a while. You've been working diligently to clear all that out, targeting and pinpointing the exact locations where it sits in your body, where this pattern formed within you, in order to release it and heal it so you can move on to the final product of healing. It's kind of like mending a broken arm. There's levels, there's processes to healing. Like for the broken arm, you gotta make sure the bone is set properly, put it back into place, keep it in the cast, and make sure you're not trying to re-break it again. And it takes a while for the bone to fully heal to where you can take off that cast again and start moving your arm. But you also gotta take into account of like uh, muscle atrophy, not being able to move that arm for a while after it was, being reset and healed. You got to learn how to move that arm again and work with that arm properly, especially if it was your dominant arm. But that's just like the little allegory or metaphor I'm trying to use when it comes to this healing journey. Because the healing process, in my opinion, in my Coven sister's opinion, that healing shouldn't be a forever process, it really shouldn't be a forever process. Like, there can be an end to the healing journey when it comes to being, like, deeply wounded, like a spiritual wounding. It may take a little longer when it comes to spiritual wounding, but there is a way. There is a way to heal those spiritual wounds. More messages for the collective to work through their fears, to work through their past spiritual wounds in order to have this time of healing. What other messages to help the collective? Other messages the collective needs to know. Did this flip over? Let me see. No? Okay. Gotta keep shuffling. Okay. We have intuition. Simple, complex words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way it feels. It's a sideways position. So, yeah, some of you may have been working on trying to tap deeper into your intuition. Excuse me. Confirmation burp. So, yeah, some of you may have been working on trying to allow your intuition to take the lead and trying to lead you deeper into this healing journey, finding, the recipes, like the healing modalities that will work best for you to facilitate this healing journey and to better target, these spiritual issues and to fully, heal, clear and release these spiritual issues that you may have had like a very difficult time trying to heal. They were very persistent, but leaning into your intuition, like listening to whatever synchronicities or messages that your guides will give to you for your journey can help you with releasing those blockages to your healing journey. Some of you may be called to either like listen to subliminals or do spiritual response therapy or access conscious bars or getting Reiki done on yourselves. Like, some of you may be called to look into those like different spiritual energy healing modalities in order to help along with this healing journey that you're undergoing. Yeah, we have haunted house confirmation. Within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. So a lot of these, when it comes to the Scorpio card, work through your fears. These wounds, these spiritual wounds, may definitely be something, something deep in your past. I'm hearing the phrase shadows of the past. So something within, that time period within your life, could be from childhood, adolescence, or maybe even a past life. Something in the past still lingers. Like there's still something that lingers and is that has a grip on you, has a grip on your heart, on your mind, or on your soul, that needs to be, acknowledged and released. Because we see a light, we see an abandoned house, but the lights are still on. This dark house, and it takes a brave soul, a very brave, resilient soul, to look at, this house, this old house, derelict, very, eerie and ominous, but is willing to go through and traverse the layout, that's willing to step through the threshold and discover what's hidden underneath, the nooks and crannies, and what hides in the walls of this house, a house that they themselves used to live in. They're willing to shine a light and illuminate corners that were once dark and neglected, to find the answer that they're looking for. So something deep within the past that needs to be brought to your attention, something that needs to be brought to your attention so that it can be healed. And deep inside, I think you have a feeling of knowing what that particular thing is. You have a feeling of knowing what that thing is, like a vague feeling that this certain time period within your life is what caused this spiritual wound that is kind of kind of delaying the healing process a bit, because you're on the cusp of, transformation, of a rebirth. But there's some things that need to be addressed. Because we have the potion card, transformation, resourcefulness, and change, but it's in reverse. So in order to complete that rebirth, you have to go through that haunted house. You have to go through the shadows of the past and see where, this hidden vault that's storing all of your traumas, that's storing all of these, negative, dense energies. You have to be able to find that vault and open it so you could finally heal that part of yourself. What else? What other messages for the collective, for their healing journey, the collective's healing journey? Messages for the healing journey. Messages about their healing journey. Messages about the healing journey. Let's get some more cards. Oop. That one just fell out. We have the overthinking card. Each thought a labyrinth, endless, obscure. There is no peace amidst the self-imposed torture. Huh. This is interesting. Because with this card, the overthinking card, there could be a sense of maybe it's not just like the what's the word I'm looking for? It's not just like the incident itself that happened in the past. Maybe it's also like the rumination. 15:15 on the camera clock. The rumination on this particular incident, this how this incident in the past, in your past, how it made you feel, how it hurt you. Maybe there is just there's just lingering on the energy of the past, lingering onto how it messed you up, how it, messed up things in your life, or how, with whatever particular incident that happened within your past, how it just affects you today. And you've just been holding on to it mentally, and it's taking too much bandwidth within your mind. That could be the thing that needs to be released. This thing in the haunted house. Just the feelings, like all the energy you put into lingering on this particular event. Yeah, we have isolation on the bottom of the deck. In the solitude's embrace, I found my own echo. I whisper to the shadows, my voice finds no fellow. Some of you probably isolated yourselves because of this. Maybe, due to the healing journey, you've been kind of, detached from other people and kind of closed off. Or this event, this haunted house event that caused the spiritual wounding, made you distance yourself from other people, that made you retreat within to yourself. Or again, like this energy of overthinking, of feeling that you might not be good enough, or thinking that you're too broken, that you're too flawed. 17:17 on the clock, feeling that you're too broken or flawed to be around people, so it caused you to self-isolate. And part of your healing journey could be, just to interact with people again, to let people in, people that you care for, people that are ride or die for you, to let them in, to let them help you heal. Some closing messages for the collective. Okay, got some closing messages. We got Jude's song, a reminder for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. Okay, a little bit of confirmation. Finding healing amongst people, because on the divine doors card I have, there's this door, this threshold, this entrance that has like statues, three people on the statues, or even when you feel like all hope is lost, you could find healing, like unlikely, you can find healing in unlikely places, like within a song, like a song comes on the radio, something that you haven't heard in a while, but brings this comfort, this nostalgia to your heart and your soul. Something that brings peace. Could be a song, a friend that you haven't seen in a while, a certain place that you like to go, that that heals yourself, that heals your inner child. That could be a clue, a key to how you can go through this healing process, working through the shadows of the past. Because you're not a lost cause. Probably some of you could think that you throughout this healing process, you might think it's hopeless. You might think It could be a lost cause because you've been on this journey for so long and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you can find peace. You can find peace. You can find the light at the end of the tunnel. You can work through this. You are stronger and smarter than you believe. You are not inherently broken, or you're not broken beyond repair. So, yeah, that's the message I have to give to the collective at this moment. If you all like my video, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All that jazz, you know what to do. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Have a nice day. And remember to take care of yourselves.